don't know that he went to medical school at a point in his education career. I can say that because if you came to class, or he came to class and was really sick, he always asked you if you had the epizootie. And we always would say, well, what's the epizootie? And he would look at you straight on and say, if you have the epizootie, you have to get better to die. And that was his humorous aspect to him. And that's one thing about his class. He was humorous and tried to make you feel comfortable in class and enjoy the class. I think he was encourager. He encouraged the students. He encouraged me. And he was willing to come to your workstation. And I was at drafting and sitting there drawing and teach you how to draw and show you personally how to hold the pencil, how to move the pencil. I think he was a good teacher in that respect. I always thought he was a good encourager in that he always wanted you to do your best in class. That drafting class got me a job, or jobs that paid for my way through college. I worked my way through college and doing drafting work and doing things. So he moved me from just a graduating senior to almost to engineering, which I am now. I'm an electrical engineer.
He was my supervisor for one summer, and it was just great working with him. He was a man that taught me a lot of lessons in that summer that I spent with him. He was a wood shop guy, and I was moving off to college, and I was refurbishing a bed, and he kind of took me under his wing and helped me complete that project, and basically taught me a lot about kindness, integrity, and just how to really take care of people. And knowing that he probably did that as a teacher with each and every one of the people that he taught through his tenure here at Van ISD speaks volumes to the type of man that Mike Williams was, and the legacy that he left as a Van ISD employee.
I had Mike Williams for shop class, and Mr. Williams, man, a lot of people don't realize, but he really had a great sense of humor in a lot of ways, and he was another one. It didn't matter who you were, it didn't matter who your family was. It was about who you were and who you wanted to be. Because I'm hard of hearing in class, okay? And what it was, a lot of people don't know it, but he was actually a gunner in World War II on the aircraft carrier, on a 20-millimeter gun. And back then, they didn't have hearing protection. And he was in the Pacific. So he had a lot of time shooting a gun, okay, big guns. That's the reason he couldn't hear, he didn't communicate real well. And because you would get in class, and if all the machines were running, and you go up and ask him a question, well, he would answer you and go, Mr. Williams, how wide do I need to cut this, and how blah, blah, blah. Well, he would be answering you, but what you got was, this is, understand? And for a long time, I'm not really understanding Mr. Williams, just to see expression on his face, and he would just look. But again, he would never get upset at you. He would never get mad, even if you asked him 10 times. Well, finally, he would come over and he'd show you, But he was, like I said, he was a good man. He served his country, and he served his community.
He says, son, can you play me a memory? I'm not really sure how it goes, but it's sad and it's sweet, and I knew it complete when I walked